another VOD. We're doing a segment here where we've got anonymous submissions on our Google form where I've said to chat, ask me questions and I can give some advice. So let's see what we can give. Cheap versus expensive advice. Let's see. Okay. Cheap versus expensive secondhand chocolate starfish beads. What the hell is that? Okay, right. First one. Should I get KFC or Doner? Okay. Oh my god. KFC or Doner? Oh, that's tough. Do you know what? It depends what it really depends on what you get from KFC. I feel like Doner. All right, let me get Microsoft Paint open here. How can I get this? I want to have this as another window in there. Can I add this as another window? Okay, let me add this as another window. Okay. Browser. Nope. Display capture. Nope. What the fuck? Window capture. Here. Okay. Don't read ahead, guys. Let's do one at a time. Okay. Right. So, KFC or Doner? KFC versus Doner. Right. So, obviously, I don't know. The thing is, it really depends on what you order from KFC. Go to Thailand and get a ladyboy. What the hell? I saw you with a girl. Which girl, AJ? Yeah. Oh my god, my brain might be too cooked for this. KFC versus Doner. I've said it 12 times. It really depends what you order. Right, so theoretically, a rough minimum order from... like I think this, to be honest, this is heavily based on price. So my feeling is that you're not really in the UK going to spend at KFC. If you get a meal with a drink, fries, blah, 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 boneless dinner from KFC, you're not really looking at less than like 13 quid. You're not looking at that. So let's say cost-wise, you're looking at between 12 to 16 quid, depending on what extras you get, okay? And you've got Doner here, which I think for a Doner, you could probably get a Doner for like sub £10. Doner with chips. Yeah, I'm presuming you're getting chips as well. So obviously with the Doner, you get the little pita bread, you get the meat itself, and you get a bit of salad, and you got your fries. I think calorie per pound, I would go with Doner. Calorie per pound, yeah. Doner. Look, this actually depends on what time you're getting this. Are you getting this before or after 6 p.m? Is it before or after 6 p.m? I would say my options changed before this. Anything before 6 p.m, you're going for KFC. Okay, it's too. You don't want anything that heavy in any time in the daytime. Basically, everything after 6 p.m, you're going for Doner, because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if you kind of crash out. I think this is a far better dinner option. This is a better lunch option. So it really depends on whoever's asking for that advice is. What time is it? I'm presuming obviously you sent that now. Yes, I'm single, Mini. I'm currently sat here discussing whether we sat here on a Thursday night discussing whether we should get KFC or Doner as an option for dinner by ourselves. Does it look like I've got a girlfriend? Doner isn't necessarily kebab. Oh, Doner, it can be the bread. What? Just the bread? Mini, you think KFC? Yeah, it really depends. It really depends. Doner and Doner kebab are different. In what way? Let me look at this up. Let me just VAR check this. Doner is just short for Doner kebab, lads. Doner is just short for Doner kebab. It's just a short... What's just Doner? Doner, I'm pretty sure, is just short for the word, the name Doner kebab. Kebab uses flatbread and Doner had bread. Nah, Donna, I'm pretty. Oh, he's just rage baiting. Okay. Doner meat. Yeah, you're not. Doner meat is if you just get the doner meat. You say, I'll just have doner kebab meat, which is just the meat. Yo, Alexis. Yeah, so we're currently, lads on TikTok and ladies, we're doing, you see these responses here? We've made a Google form on the Discord, and everyone gave me their questions they need advice on. Yeah, it's not being bad. Thank you, Alexis. We're just doing advice at the minute on the, I should really make another window here. Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah, it really depends on, in my opinion, the answer to this solely depends on what time you're having this. It solely depends on what time you're having this. Are you having this sub 6 p.m. or post 6 p.m.? It's just entirely dependent on that. Everything sub 6 p.m. should be KFC. Everything post 6 p.m. should be doner kebab. Yeah, it's been good, Alexis. How's yours, mate? That's kind of just how I feel. Is like singularly that fact alone. Can we get 1 in the chat if you guys agree with that, or 2 in the chat if you disagree? I feel like we've answered that. All right, I tell you what, boys. 1 in the chat if we've answered the question. You're a moderator on the submissions. Nah, leave them open. We'll just keep it running. Yeah, I think that's correct. Oh, you don't think that's correct, Lobster? I firmly believe this. It's prior to 6 p.m. I'll be 5. That's not even an option. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Mini. I think that, lads. Yeah, sub 6 p.m. It's KFC. Post 6 p.m. it's doner. It's as simple as that fact alone. And price wise, you're not looking at a massive difference. You've got £12 to £16 in KFC, and sub £10. If you're paying more than 10 quid for your doner kebab, you're not going to the right place. Even at 4 p.m. in the afternoon, Lobster. Yeah, but even at what? Even at 11 at night. All right, let's move on. Right, that one's been answered. All right, how do I clear the board? Like entirely, just quickly. What button do I click to clear the board? Just highlight. Nope. How do I just clear the board? Selection. That works. No, that doesn't work. What's it fucking doing? I didn't want to do that. What's that doing? I've broken it. Fantastic. I think it's doing some funny business. Anyway, let's move on. Well, that just does that. Let's pause that for a minute. Okay, next one. Why is there new responses at the top? I can't delete the responses, so. Fucking hell. Alright. He said he's into astrology, but only his own sign. I don't quite understand that one, lads. Jake, what's up, brother? Mini, I don't live by anyone else's calendar, bro. Google ChatGPT, Savari. I don't know what that is, Luke. Alright. He said he's into astrology, but only his own sign. Thank you, Jake, brother. That's not what we're doing, CHN. He said he's into astrology, but only his own sign. What the fuck? Whoa, what has this done? No wonder it took ages. How do I just clear the board? Okay, so this person said, for the cheap versus expensive advice, my partner squeezes the toothpaste tube from the middle and it's ruining our relationship. Should I seek counselling or just buy separate toothpaste? Okay. Interesting. What's up, Skibbity? Okay. So we said here. So look, this is essentially, with this, okay, I don't think this is a terrible thing to, in my opinion, right? I low-key stand with your partner on this one, because if the toothpaste is anywhere above this point here, so if the toothpaste is full enough up to this point here, squeezing from the middle is super acceptable. Oh, that's annoying. Squeezing from the middle from this point up, you can't even see what I'm doing, can you? Oh, you can. Yeah. So squeezing. All right, let me actually crop this out. Sorry, what's it? Oh, I can't crop. How do I crop? Filters. Effects filter. Crop. There we go. 50? Okay, there we go. Top. that's what I want. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, if you're, I usually suck the toothpaste out from the top and then spin it on the toothbrush. That is completely incorrect. You're off on this one. Faye, thank you. I do, Road. It's adding a nice touch. Okay, I'm there. Right, let me continue. So if you're squeezing from, if there's basically enough, if there's this much toothpaste in there and you squeeze from there, totally fine. But if you don't, if there's not that much in there, if you got anything below this line here and you're squeezing from the middle, I think you're a little bit of a cretin. I think what you need to do, if you're doing that, then you need to squeeze. You need to take. There's a very simple solution to this, in my opinion. Lav, we're doing. People submitted some advice that they need on the on Google form that we made. So if you're squeezing it from the middle and it's below here, it's wrong. What you need to do is you get the sink. So you got the sink here, you got the tap here, and you just need to. This just needs a bit of teaching. Okay, there's your tap, right? And you got the sink edge here. You should all really know this, in my opinion. Okay, guys, you do not consume the toothpaste from the tube directly. What you need to do is you take the bottom of this here. You take the bottom of this here, and you run it along the edge of the sink. You run it along the edge of the sink. I'll tell you what. Let me get this on the TikTok as well. Let me get it up there. I'll explain now. Window capture. Yeah, so... Oh, sorry, one sec. Yeah. Why is he actually good at drawing? Because I went to art school. Yeah, basically what you do is you take the edge of the... toothpaste. My God, this is gonna look terrible. This Marcus, what's up, brother? You take the edge of the toothpaste and if it's anywhere below this line. Okay, sorry, punishing. I'm gonna hurry up, boys. So let me get my flow and we'll hurry up. Am I artistic? Very, bro. So you take this and you run it along the edge of the sink here. So you imagine this is the toothpaste tube here. And you squeeze it against the edge of the sink. And what this does is it uniformly pushes up all the material here. By uniformly pushing up all the material, you basically take all of the stuff that's down here and it goes up to the top and then it comes out nice and uniform. But you definitely don't squeeze it from the middle if you've got anything less than this line. So the answer is, what is that actual question again? My partner squeezes the toothpaste tube from the middle and it's ruining our relationship. Should I seek counseling or just buy separate toothpaste? No, you just need to teach them the method of how you actually get the toothpaste out of the tube. This is the method. Unemployed activities. All right, mate. Well, that's the method. I hope you guys learned something with that. You don't need counseling. I don't think you need counseling on that one. You need to just teach them how to do the method of the sink method. This gets all the stuff to the top. And then you don't... do not squeeze the toothpaste tube in the middle. Do not squeeze the toothpaste tube in the middle. Alright, let's move on to the next one. I've got to go back to number 1. 10-hour toothpaste rant. Okay, what's this person saying? Let me clear out the paint. Okay. Next question. Cheap versus expensive pillow stains. Okay, what are you even asking? What advice do you need? Araman, what's up, brother? Araman, I opened a Google form and people sent in their questions for advice. This one I don't get. Okay? I don't know what you're asking. Number 2. My belly button gets a lot of fluff and it makes me upset. Can you help? Okay, I look-y feel this is aimed at someone. Me, i.e. me. Have I got any fluff in my belly button now? You're probably wondering. A small amount, okay? So the reason that we get... I looked this up, right? The reason we get belly button fluff... Okay, so here's your... Okay. Here's your trousers. So the reason you actually get belly button fluff at all is from your t-shirt. It actually all comes from your t-shirt. So you imagine you're wearing a blue shirt here. Okay. The reason you get a little bit of fluff in there is because it's the fibers from the t-shirt. It's the fibers from the t-shirt. It's the fibers from the t-shirt that that comes off and gives you the belly button fluff. So to the person asking, my belly button gets a lot of fluff, that makes me upset, can you help? You need to get high quality t-shirts. That will help. I did go to art school, lads. You just need high quality t-shirts. Hope that helps. Okay, next question. Next question. Cheap versus expensive PE magazines. Again, don't start a question. What college major should I do if I like problem solving and I'm good at maths and physics and like tech stuff? Computer science. That one's easy. The answer is computer science. Polyester t-shirts give you belly button fluff. You need a high quality. It's a stitch. It's all about how the stitch of the fabric is made. So you need a high quality stitch. All right, next question. I have a crush on a really fit bird called Donut. She just got with another dude. Yo, okay, you can't ask me that. And reclaim Donut. Love Lance. No is the answer. You should not commit any crimes. I shouldn't even have to answer that one like that. You only answer why you get fluff, but not why it ends up in your belly button. Because you got a flat surface with one cavity, so it makes sense. What's up, FPL? Okay, cheap versus expensive advice. Next one. Cheap versus expensive Temu versus TikTok shop and buy a shirt of. This is not a question, lads, that you need advice on. This is an idea. I don't feel cheap versus expensive diamonds. I don't think you guys got the concept here. This is not you giving me suggestions. This is me answering your questions. I'm giving you advice. Gosh damn. Any advice on how to get my mate Lawrence to VIP Luke Mitchell? Skibbity, I hope I helped. Yes, he needs to get 100k views on a clip. That's the easiest way for him to do that. Unless he's got access to the financial ability to buy VIP. Gosh damn it, no. Oh, that's so dark. I accidentally ghosted someone for 3 months because I forgot to reply to a text. How late is too late to cancel a plan we never solidified? Oh, this is a good one. This is meaty. Okay, let me draw this out so I understand it fully. Okay. Right. So you ghosted someone for 3 months, right? So let's get this into shape. Okay, so 3 months. Right. You ghosted someone for 3 months. I can't see the fucking thing. And you forgot to reply to a text. Was that 3 months ago you forgot to reply to the text? How late is too late to cancel a plan we never solidified? Brother, I'm not even going to take that rage bait. Because I forgot to reply to a text. It really depends. It really depends on how you can't see the drawing. It's literally right there. I can see it. It really depends. It really depends on... I like the drawing. Gosh damn, stop griefing the segment, everyone. Fucking hell. How late is too late to cancel a plan we never solidified? Yeah, to be honest, this person is not going to remember this plan 3 months ago. This person is not going to remember this plan, Lauren, when he is talking to the baddies. I don't know any baddies. Yeah, 3 months ago. You're going to have to do that thing where you touch base with someone and be like, you're going to have to do that sort of BS thing. Oh, damn it. You're going to have to do that BS thing of like, how many months is it? 3 months. You're going to have to do that BS thing of like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see, I totally forgot. It's going to have to be that thing of like, oh, I totally forgot. Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm sorry. It slipped my mind. And then they'll do that polite thing of like, oh, no worries. No worries. So, yeah. That's kind of that situation. It's just gonna like low-key a bit awkward, but not the end of the world. To be honest, if you're still I've got friends that I wouldn't talk to for 3 months, and then you just catch up with them and be like, hey, how's it going? Not that deep. All right, next one. Okay. That's the same one we did before. My mate Zoidberg got stung on Facebook Live and is in prison. I need money to get him out. What do I do? You don't get him out of prison, because if he's been stung by that, he's low-key NONCE, so he can stay there. I don't know what to say. I feel like this is just a list of things that probably have never happened. First of all, you're never going to just break... It depends on how high you jump, but the likelihood of that you're just going to break your legs off... Nah. As in, a high-rise building is a certain amount of height. It's not going to happen. You're breaking more than your legs, unfortunately, in that situation. And a raincoat won't act as a sufficient parachute. I don't get the sneezing. Why? Were you messing around with your router? Don't get that one. And, yeah, if you swallow microchips, you're not going to poop out a computer. Very simple fix. Hi, my mate Lawrence, who's 29 and single, could do with some advice. His crush Donut left him, and he didn't change his bed sheets for 3 months. I didn't change my bed sheets, not 4. And wears the same clothes for a week. Any ideas how we can get his life in order? Well, okay, I know obviously that's about me. What I would answer with that is, there's one big question, okay, and that is, are you doing something you don't feel like doing? No, I'm going to write that all out. Are you doing something you don't feel like doing, okay? There's the thing you don't feel like doing. Are you doing other things around it? Okay? Or are you doing the thing you don't feel like doing? Most of the time, there's a thing that I don't feel like doing, and then other things come up, and they start to become more important. Okay? Yo, thank you, Mr. Brennan. 10 months. Thank you, Mr. Brennan. Fudge, that's crazy. And it's just, this becomes like, once these things become enough, you just end up not doing this thing for so long that it becomes a big mess. And so what you need to do is you need to find a way to sort of skip all of this and get directly to this. But it's a bit frustrating. It's yeah, it's not going to happen fast. So I don't really have an answer to that. Boys, just get in line. How's the entire stream die? We've got more viewers than we had before. What was that? Anyway, alright, I won't use the drawing for everyone. Fine. Should I get KFC or done? Done. Can you teach me how to riz a girl? Be yourself and ask lots of questions. And try and... The biggest thing when you're having in my opinion, the biggest thing when you want to have... when you want interaction, if you know someone that you want to date, or at least in my experience, if I know someone that I want to date, it's all about intentions of why you're having a communication. This is true for everything. You kind of need to let go of the idea that you've got a goal in mind for the dynamic of the interaction. Oh, are we on? Yeah, you basically have to have an idea. So because you have to be it's very important that I think some people are like too serious about this stuff. So you basically just need to lighten up. Is essentially what I would say. It's just like you got to be light, and you just got to see where things go, and not have too much of a It's not a goal. If you're trying to build a relationship with someone, you're trying to build. It's like if you're in a team. And one person in the team has got you're both trying to achieve a goal, and one person is super focused on this direction for the goal, and the other person is not really even along for the ride. It doesn't work out. So you got to you got to kind of what's up, Master? You got to basically, you need to realize it's about getting both of the people in the team, as in you and the person you're talking to and trying to romance, have to be on the same wavelength. And so the best way to do that is to just be yourself. And if they what's up, is that M7? What's up, M7? Play possession style football. What does that mean? Right. Anyway, that's don't go long. I don't get what is going on. Yeah. So essentially, you just need to like you can't force the direction too much, and you just got to kind of be like quite chill, and you just see if both of you are good teammates. That's all I can say on that, really. My date spent the entire dinner talking about their ex. Should I invoice them for therapy services? Yes. That would be depends what. Wait. Actually, it depends what number date is. If this is the first date, been off the entire relationship. Because that's not a good sign at all. If this is a 4th or 5th or 6th date, or even talking spending the it depends what's happened recently in their lives. If something's happened where they kind of covered that recently, all right. But yeah, obviously it's up to you to set a boundary and be like, I don't want to talk about this shit, which you're more than capable of doing. So speak up for yourself. My cat keeps judging me when I'm on the toilet. What should I do? Judge him back. I'm 19 and live in my own home, and both my parents moved away when I was 18. Do you think I should have a steak? Do you think I should have steak or fish for dinner? It depends how much money's in the bank. Fish, I think, is less expensive. Fish is less expensive than steak, so it depends on money in the bank. Fish, I don't know. If you eat too much fish, it's quite bad as well. But if you don't, I don't know. Steak, you balance your diet. You know what you need to do that. Okay, we already did that one. Don't know what the hell that means. Hi, it's me, AJ. I'm gonna send you my what the hell. My date bought a PowerPoint presentation to explain why I should go out with him again. I'm both terrified and impressed. What do you want advice on? Fish can be expensive. Yeah, I suppose it just depends what fish you're buying. On that last one, but steak is also expensive. So. Fish is easier to cook. I feel like you can cook fish in the oven quite quickly. You can't cook. Riley, what's up, brother? You can't cook a steak in the oven, really. It'd be kind of grim. I mean, it would just become like leather. I pay $3,000 for surgery, and my thing has gotten smaller. What do I do? Get a refund. I went for a nap and woke up in Africa. How do I get back? Well, it depends where you woke up in Africa. It really depends on if you took your nap in Africa in the first place and then you woke up in Africa. Why are you surprised? If you are where you began, but prior to the nap. This doesn't feel like it needs advice. How do you get back? Plane, train, bus, all forms of thing. What do you need help with, M7? My husband is too interested in doing that. Should I break up with him? No, you need to have a serious conversation about that one. Yeah, I don't have any advice for that, M7. I wouldn't do any form of gambling whatsoever, brother. Basically, Laurie Bear, my mates want to go out clubbing this week, but there's always ugly girls that come up to me. Any advice on how to get the good-looking girls to come up to me? You need to change your expectations on what you're trying to do on a night out, in my opinion. Riley, that's blackjack, brother. You need to, as in, like, I feel like this is too judgmental. You should, yeah, I think just meeting cool people. I don't have any advice for poker, brother. Meeting cool people on a night out, like, who cares what they look like, man? Just have chats with everyone. I don't have any advice, M7. Also, it's against TOS on Twitch, brother. I don't know how you're doing that on Twitch if you are. Basically, doing my English law, making an essay this week. Can you give me a rundown on the points to remember in the essay? I haven't got a clue, brother. I have no idea. Everyone, full stop. Blonde tarts or brunette tarts? I don't really have a meaningful response to that. Lawrence, my girlfriend wants me to spend 130 quid on a bracelet for her. Our relationship is on the brink of collapse. Any advice? That you're not in a good position, I can't lie. If you're gonna break up over 130 quid bracelet, if you TikTok cooked. What do you mean, Riley? Don't buy it. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, no, you're gonna have to have a serious conversation. You're gonna have to have a serious conversation. As in, like, you're gonna have to sit down and be like, why is the expectation in this relationship that I spend X amount of money? Yeah, Riley, I don't know why, bro. I think it's because I'm not really paying a huge amount of attention to it. It was a bit more lively at the start. It's been like this for a while. Oh my god, these segments today are terrible. And my whole chat is having a conversation about, I don't know what the fuck's going on even on Twitch. Boys, if oh man, Loki, oh, I don't even know what to say for that. Anyway, really confused on how your bed is standing. Could you give me a rundown? What do you mean? Zilla, man, this is so... I'm like overstimulated. I've got half my chat is having a conversation about summoning chat. I'm completely lost about adding commands. I don't think Luke needs to add any commands. What commands does Luke want to add? I'm trying to stay focused on it. I'm dealing with the fact that we got 4 people on our flipping TikTok, which is not great. Yeah, Road, bin it off, man. Completely, bro. Definitely, because it's kind of fucking up the chat there. Luke, what commands do you need to add? 2 brews eating. Your videos really make my day. I'm glad that I've spent my time watching you. Thank you, Tomat. Oh, I'm sorry to hear, brother. Reese, what's up, bro? Anyway, oh my god. This VOD is gonna be horrific. I'm actually gonna have to edit this.